Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning from wherever you are, and welcome to a slight rarity on this channel, a gaming video. And I've got two doozies to talk about, but first one that's more important to me, because I, as I'm a consumer, and this is all about me. Anyway, as you would have seen from the title, we have issues with Call of Duty. Now, I like playing Call of Duty. I particularly enjoy playing with a friend of mine. We are silly and we have a lot of fun. And the zombies mode in Modern Warfare 3 is fantastic. Blah blah blah. But Activision slash Treyarch slash Infinity Ward slash Activision have had this habit now, both last year and this year, of shoving in without us wanting the next game in the Call of Duty franchise. So they have like this whole kind of like central hub where you can access all of your Call of Duty games. And last year and this year, they just went ahead and completely installed the majority of, in this case, Black Ops 6. And last year it was Modern Warfare 3. Now, with Modern Warfare 3, it still pissed me off because I had no intention of buying that game until it went dirt cheap. But with Black Ops 6, I have no intention of buying. The gameplay looks bad. It looks basic. Yes, they've done fantastic reworking of the character engine and how your thingy moves. Stuff that we were doing 20 years ago and they've brought it back and now everyone wants applause. Well, here you go. There's your fucking applause. Well done. Congratulations on bringing back stuff we used to have. Well done. Great. Thumbs up. But the game doesn't look good. And they've butchered the zombie mode because they've brought back round-based zombies, which is terrible. I know, Cat. I know. Okay, which is terrible. But, yeah, sorry. I've lost my train of thought now because my cat's getting upset because I'm going on a rant. Anyway, they install the game. And whilst that shouldn't be really an issue, okay, they've installed the game, so if you intend on buying it, it saves you a hassle and all this kind of crap. Two problems with that. Number one, it takes up more space on my hard drive. And most importantly, number two, it uninstalls my other game. The one I'm currently playing now all the time. So what do I have to do? I have to go and reinstall everything. Warzone, I have to reinstall. Modern Warfare 3, I have to reinstall. And that is no, like, you think, I'll get into my routine, gonna go play my game and all this kind of stuff. Then all of a sudden, you gotta reinstall 150 gigabytes worth of game. And plus, you've got another 100 gigabytes worth of game that you don't even bloody want and have no intention of buying because it's goddamn awful. Where do these corporations get off on just taking complete charge of your product, of the thing that you bought, and they're saying, we're gonna uninstall that, we're gonna put this new one in and entice you into buying it? Well, two things. Number one, I've never bought Call of Duty full price because it's not worth full price. Okay, I know. Gonna snipe me in a minute. Yes, good girl. And secondly, I want the choice of when I want to install my bloody game and when I want to buy it. Yes, I know. This is ridiculous. Like, absolutely ridiculous. Like, okay, fine. As annoying as it is, if you install Black Ops 6, it's fine. But why are you uninstalling Modern Warfare 3? Why? It's just fascistic. It's too controlling on their part. And don't get me started on, deregulation of capitalism anyway. I can go on forever. But for God's sake. And then, when you reinstall it, the new UI has Black Ops 6 right there. Go and purchase it right there. And every time you log into the game, purchase Black Ops 6. Buy it. You must buy it. You buy it. You got to press a bunch of buttons to get into your game. And then down in your little corner, you got your bloody Modern Warfare 3 game that you're still playing all the time. What is this? Stop this. Stop doing that. All right? And like I told people, okay, Activision being bought by Microsoft will not inherently improve anything. They haven't improved anything. Do you know why? Because Microsoft don't care. They're not a gaming company. They're an acquisition company. They just acquire things, both in their game sphere and in their tech sphere. They just keep acquiring things and then they don't give a shit. They just want the monopoly to kind of crush the competition. My camera's gone all blurry. Hang on. Focus. Focus on this face. Okay? They don't care about prime example, Bethesda. Now we know what a shit show Bethesda was prior to Microsoft's acquisition. Microsoft buy them, still a shit show, still garbage, still allowed Todd Howard to run the show. And Todd Howard is a moron who should never be allowed to run anything other than his mouth at a webcam talking about the past when he used to be good. And even then he wasn't good. It was everyone else that was good. And he got rid of everyone else that was good. And speaking of moronic CEOs, this brings me on nicely to Ubisoft, which is a bit of a light-hearted thing because I've never wanted to see a company go more bankrupt than Ubisoft because they deserve to go bankrupt because they're badly run. They're a bad company in general. They have a CEO whose head is so far up his ass that if he coughs, he shits himself. That didn't make any sense, but anyway. But first we had the showcase for Assassin's Creed, nothing special, but hey, we get feudal Japan, great. Everyone's been pining for that. Too little, too late for me. But then we have Ghost of Yote come out, and Ubisoft are like, crap. So they delay their game, which pushes it closer to the release of Ghost of Yote. Big brain there, big brain. All right, Ghost of Tsushima. You know what? Ghost of Tsushima. There we go. Right, we got there in the end. All right, was a phenomenal game, and people are probably going to opt for that over Assassin's Creed, especially in the PlayStation sphere. I'm just saying. But you push the game back, and now we get news that they've got rid of early access and they've got rid of the season pass, and the super mega hyper phenomenal special edition is now $50 cheaper. And that begs the question, why? Is it pressure from other shareholders to kind of stop messing about with all these silly little prices and season pass and all that, and kind of just focus on the product itself? Or is the game that badly broken that it's just going to be delayed probably for another year? I'm going to guess it's going to be delayed for another year. So they're just holding back on battle passes, season passes, and early access and all this because they can't promise anything. Is Ubisoft also on the verge of being taken over? Will there be pressure to oust Yves Guillemot, who is terribly incompetent? He is the worst. And when his right-hand man, who turned out to be nothing but an abusive piece of crap, was ousted from the company got even worse because they didn't have Captain Talentless Bullbuster to go around shouting and abusing everyone to keep things in line. And Ubisoft were just like, we know you want Splinter Cell, but we're going to do 20,000 Assassin's Creed games instead. And I don't really care what you think. Simple as that. But anyway, that's interesting to do with Ubisoft. I really hope Assassin's Creed fails. It probably won't, but I hope it does. I hope this company just goes under and goes away. And as for like Activision or yeah, I'm just going to say Activision. As for Activision with Call of Duty, it's just stop doing that. That's very intrusive. That was the word I was trying to find earlier. It's very intrusive and it's disgusting and it's anti-consumer. And I'm not going to buy your Black Ops 6 because you messed up the zombie game. You give us how do you go from the phenomenal Outbreak to the awesome Modern Warfare 3 zombies back to crappy round-based zombies. And even that looks terrible. Like the zombies are bullet sponges. No, no thanks. I'll pass. I'll wait for maybe the next one. That is all. Rant over. Oh God, the game industry, man. Every industry. Corporations just running wild with no talent to kind of oversee everything, and we're just getting handed dog poo. And on that note, let normality resume. Bye bye.